Good morning, students. Let's start today's session with this beautiful quote. Every day is another chance to change your life. So, according to this quote, every day is a golden chance or a good chance or another chance to change your life. So, take this chance every day and change your life according your dreams, according your goals. Okay? So, with this beautiful quote, we will start the today's session. So, let's start. So, today we will going to discuss regarding manufacture of drugs. So, for the manufacturing of drugs, what type of precautions we have to take, or what type of rules and acts are there regarding manufacturing? So, let's see. So, first of all, we will see the definition of manufacturing. So, manufacture in relation to any drug or cosmetic includes any process or part of process for making, altering, ornamenting, finishing, packing, labeling, breaking off, or otherwise treating or adopting any drug or cosmetic for sale or distribution, but does not include compounding or dispensing of any drug or the packing of any drug or cosmetic in the ordinary course of retail business. So the overall these all processes are known as or comes under the manufacturing process or the manufacturing of drug. So uh, whichever process is comes under this all definition, which is known as the manufacturing of drug. So kind of manufacturing licenses. So different type of licensing are there with different type of manufacturing. First of all, license for uh, manufacture of schedule C and C1 drugs, license for manufacture of schedule X drug, then license for manufacture of drugs other than those specified in schedule C and C1 and X, then license for manufacture of drugs meant for examination, test, or analysis, then loan license, then repacking license. So we are going to see today all about these licenses. So first of all, manufacture of uh, biological and other special products specified in schedule C and C1. Um, a person licensed for the manufacture schedule C and C1 drugs is required to observe the following conditions, that is called as general conditions. Okay, which is uh, or which are the common condition or the general conditions. First of all, license premises must conform to the requirements of GMP specified in schedule M. So it should be according to GMP only. Then the licensee must provide adequate arrangement for testing the strength and quality of drugs. So it should have this the proper testing facility with them. Then the manufacture of drug must be carried out under active direction and personal supervision of technically qualified staff who should be either so the staff having the particular educational requirement, which is graduate in pharmacy or pharmaceutical chemistry with at least 18 months experience in the manufacture of drugs, or a graduate in medicine with at least 3 years of experience in the manufacture and the testing of drugs, or graduate in science with chemistry or microbiology as a principal subject, or graduate in chemical engineering with at least 3 years experience in the manufacture and testing of drugs, or any other equivalent foreign qualification. So it uh, the person having this particular type of qualification should be working with the manufacturing facility. Then the licensing must have adequate facilities for the storage of imported drugs so that the properties of drugs are preserved. So should have the proper adequate facilities with them for the storage purpose. Then the licensing must maintain the manufacturing and analytical records of the drugs, which is records should be preserved for at least 2 years after the expiry of date for drugs with expiry and 5 years from the date of manufacture for the for other drugs. So they have to maintain that records up to 2 years after the expiry of that particular medicine. Then the licensing must allow the inspectors to inspect the premises whether imported drugs are kept and to check the record and to take the samples for test or analysis. Then the licensing must inform the licensing authority about any changes in the technical staff or any material changes in the plant or premises since the date of last inspection. So any type of changes is there regarding the staff or the material or the raw material procurement. So it should be informed to that particular licensing authority. Then the licensee on request shall supply the samples of drugs from all the batches to the licensing authority for test or analysis. Then the following special provisions related to biological or other special products must be complied. So some of provisions are there related to the biological and other special products. So it should be comply with them. So what is the compliant? Let's see. All Schedule C drugs must be issued in a previously sterilized glass containers sealed as to prevent entry of bacteria. So all type of material should be in a properly sealed manner. Drugs must comply with the standard of strength, uh, quality and purity as specified in Schedule F. So it should also maintain the particular quality and strength of the medicine. Biological products such as sera, vaccine, antigen, antitoxin, insulin, etc. should be tested for the absence of living and anaerobic microorganisms. So overall it should be free from any type of pathogens. The test for sterility must be carried out. So before dispatching any type of formulation or the before finishing the manufacturing process, it should be tested for its sterility. Then next part is manufacture of drugs specified in Schedule X drug. If drugs are related to the Schedule X, which is narcotic and psychotropic substances, so in that case what should we have to maintain is, in addition to general condition as mentioned before, the licensee should observe the following conditions, that are accounts of all transactions related to the manufacture should be maintained in a serially bond and paged register. So all transactions and all related data should be maintained in a particular register for the record purpose. Drugs should be stored in a bulk and if needed for manufacture outside a storage place, they should be kept in a separate place in the custody of a responsible person. So it should be in a custody with a responsible person only. Licensee must submit a report to the licensing authority every 3 months regarding manufacture and sale of a particular drug. Then no Schedule X drugs should be supplied by way of physician sample. So he don't have any right to supply the Schedule X drug to the physician as a gift sample. Then manufacture of drugs other than those specified in uh, Schedule C, C1 and X. If drugs other than C, C1 and X, then what should we have to maintain? Let's see. In addition to general conditions as mentioned before, the licensee should observe the following conditions. The licensee should maintain an inspection book in which the inspector may record their interferences. So licensee have to maintain the one particular book or register to do uh, to record comments from the particular inspector. If the licensee desires to undertake the manufacture of any additional categories of drugs, he should pay a fee of rupees 10 for each such additional category. So, if he want to start a new or the newer product or the newer drug to manufacturing, then he have to uh, pay pay for it as a 10 rupees per or the each category of that particular drug. So he can start according to or he can start after paying off that particular fees and informing to that particular authority. Then and then he can start over there. Then the licensee must comply with such additional requirements of which he has been given at least 4 months notice by the licensing authority. Then next part is manufacture of drugs for examination, test or analysis. The following conditions must be observed by the licensee. The licensee must use manufactured drug exclusively for the purpose for which they are manufactured. Licensee must maintain the records of the manufactured drugs, showing particular of their quantities and names of the persons to whom they have been supplied. The licensee must allow the inspector to inspect the premises where drugs are kept and to check the record and to take the samples for test or analysis. The licensee must comply with such additional requirements of which he has been given at least 1 month notice by the licensing authority. Then and then he will do that particular type of manufacturing in his premises. Next part is loan license. So what is meant by loan license? Let's see. It means a license issued by the licensing authority to a applicant who does not have his own arrangements for manufacture but who intends to avail himself of the manufacturing facilities owned by other licensing. So loan licensing is the condition in which if suppose I want to uh, I want to manufacture any type of product, but I don't have that much facilities in my industry. So, what can I do in such cases? I will uh, give that contract to the other third party or the industry for manufacturing purpose only. After manufacturing, I will take that product from that particular industry and I will sold under my name or the my brand name, that called as loan licensing. So application for grant of loan license should be supported by documentary consent of the licensee whose facilities he is going to use. So he have to uh, provide all type of supportive documents for the license purpose. Before granting a license, the authority may satisfy himself that the person whose facility applicant wishes to use must possess necessary staff, equipment, and space for manufacture of drugs. So, the authority have to check that particular necessary staff, equipments, and space for the manufacturing of particular applicable drugs. The loan license shall be deemed to be cancelled or suspended if the license owned by licensee whose manufacturing facilities have been availed by the licensee is cancelled or suspended. Then and then licensing authority have to write to the cancel or the suspend of particular uh, license. Then the license must test each batch or raw material and finished product at every time. The licensee should maintain manufacturing and analytical records of drugs. Licensee must allow the inspector to inspect the premises where drugs are kept and to check the record and to take the sample for test or analysis. So next next part is repacking license. So let's see what is meant by repacking license. So it means the license or the process of breaking off any drug from a bulk container into small packages and the labeling of such a package with a view to its sale and distribution, but does not include the compounding or the dispensing or the packing of any drug in the ordinary course of retail business. That is called as a repacking licenses. So in this particular case, what we are going to do, so we'll take or we will make the manufacturer product from someone or the third party of industry, and then we'll take that in a bulk form, and after that we packing or the repacking that particular bulk product in a small packaging and with our or the under the our brand name, that is known as the repacking licenses. So students, enough for the day. Remaining we will take in next lecture.